Look at the beautiful vein on the side of this wood. It is gorgeous.
I was really in the zone.
So I am still refinishing this table. I'm okay with it taking a long time because I want to know that I set it up just the way that I wanted to and I got the color right. I have been doing a few practice stains to identify which color I want to do. And this is the color. On the left, the stain sat a little longer, and on the right, I wiped it away a little sooner intentionally to see what that would look like. It is a beautiful grown-up purple. I have all of these little edges to file. On all four chairs is why this is taking so long. After doing this, I kind of realized why furniture flippers choose a lot of really straight dressers, and you can see why they paint sometimes. I've been mentally preparing for this for weeks because it took so long, and because I knew it would be really tedious and very difficult how I was going to be able to hand sand all of that. But I realized that I do have a tiny little sander, and that is my nail file. It's not super quiet, but it is quieter than the orbital sander, and because of that, I was able to watch 3 Harry Potter movies. It reminded me of some important life lessons about the villain. This took another 3 days to finish this. I also used this hand tool that I saw the furniture influencers using, and it is helpful. It's not exactly ASMR, so I went ahead and muted it. I'm just reminded that when I started this, I thought it was going to be a weekend project, and I was just going to file it up and then stain it in one weekend. One of my favorite furniture influencers is Transcend Furniture Gallery. The quality of her work speaks for itself, and even her videos are good. It gives me a huge sense of relief knowing that there's someone out there that is saving old furniture. Before you pick up stuff from the dumpster, you're going to inspect it, but you also want to make sure and do a smell test. You might not smell something because it's outside in the fresh air. So yesterday, I spent another 4 hours sanding. The details, those little corners, were actually done. But when I went to check on it to consider starting the staining process yesterday, I saw just a little line in the corners, and I realized, I can go over it again. And I did. Then it became, 4 hours passed and probably a little more, but it's kind of, because you're using your hands and it's not hard, it's kind of like a type of fun activity. So I took a couple of breaks. One of them was because Nena started puking. I knew she was gonna puke because I've been watching her, and about every 6 weeks or so, we've had a problem. And we go to the ER, and we've taken her to the ER twice, and we have taken her to the next level step where she's gotten more testing done. And nothing seems to be the issue. And I had suspected that it might be because of the weed killer that they use around here, like Roundup. Everyone seems to know this but me. Of course, she's drawn to grass, and I noticed a pattern. Every time she eats a little bit of grass, that always correlates to when she pukes. So I have to be really mean, and it looks mean, but I can't let her sniff grass at all because she starts sniffing, and then pretty soon she eats a little piece. I thought, I should let her sniff things. That's really important to dogs. And I was letting her sniff the grass the day before, and then I saw her biting, and she got a little piece, and I knew it was going to be an issue. So my suspicions have probably proven that it is the weed killer. A lot of people have dogs around here, everywhere. It is a third party that does the landscaping. I'm not really sure what to do about that, but that means no sniffing grass anymore. No sniffing grass, no getting near grass. So Linda starts puking, and so I stop sanding and I run over to support her in her puking. Whenever this happens, you don't know when it's going to happen, but I might be able to grab, like, is there something I can grab so that she can puke on that and then make my life easier later? So there was a cardboard. So I pull the cardboard over and she's able to puke on that. And so when you're in the zone and you're almost done, or you believe in your head that you're almost done, you think a little bit longer until I stop, right? I left the cardboard. Okay, I left it on the side. I thought, you know, maybe you should, maybe you should get that further away so you don't step on it. And I thought, no, I know where it is. It's right there. It's right there. Because I've been sanding so much and I put so many hours in, I'm a little more comfortable sanding. And so I was barefoot, which I would not recommend. But it was an easy job today. Just a few sanding little items, which took 4 or 5 hours. And as I started sanding again, I really got in the zone. I took a step back and immediately felt something slimy. And then it had a little bit of a give. And I stepped on the cardboard. It was gross for sure. So anyway, that happened. I've been the observer and the intuition as someone else experienced something like this. It is the next day, watching Nena. Nena has been able to eat. She is doing better now. That is a relief. No more grass. No more sniffing in the grass. I don't know. I think if you're using Roundup, you should put a sign out for people that have animals. I was sanding and I was almost done.